Okay, so a couple of things happened between episodes 11 and 12, which I kind of alluded to, but we may as well look at them. There's a new pillbox here. Actually, I don't think I left enough space there. I might revisit that in a bit, but we've now got sufficient coverage there so that hopefully these guys will... I mean, there's a bit of a gap in here, but I don't think I'm getting attacked from that place. I think it's this spot here, so these guys should, hopefully that'll be fine. The oil outpost got attacked a little bit, I think. A little bit, sure. And then the original oil deposit ran out, and we finished projectile damage. What do we want now? I think, like, there's useful stuff, but there's nothing I super want. Yeah. Realised I needed more steel because I've got to build a bunch of refineries, because we're going to put those down. I think I just need... Where'd they go there? Yeah, and I also need stone, so let's go and get some stone. But yeah, the original iron post ran out, all of that's been cleared out, and now here's the stone. And now it's time to build a real petrochem thing. Yeah. Get the steel, you go in there. 32 steel, so it's enough for like 3 or 4. I should have got... And like, steel is in the same place. Why did I not get steel? Because there's a bit of steel there. Like, that's enough. Yeah. That outpost is still taking hits. It's probably fine. I think the thing I wanted to do was also move this coal belt a bit. And yeah, I'm crafting a bunch of underground pipes that I suspect I don't actually need, because I'm going to be doing a cheap, nasty version of the basic smelting. But we can see there's, yeah, a number of outposts. That's probably just trees doing absorption thing, and this pollution down here is sort of coming through this way. I don't think that's an outpost. That's definitely an expansion. That's an expansion. And then there was one up here. And yeah, the other reason why I want to push these bases is, as long as I'm this close to them, they could expand to like here, which could surprise me a lot and be a real problem. Whereas if I kill all these things, then they'll be expanding from over here. And like, similarly, I want to kill these things so that this is the area they expand to. Whereas if I've already got a base there, the next expansion could be like, in the worst case, like here, and then I have a lot of things to deal with. So that's still going. Do I have some refineries? Do I have pumps? I've got 3 pumps. Is that not actually going to be enough pumps? 7 is going to be more than I need. Make some more pumps. Oh, you also need to put... Do I need to put train stations in first? I still need to get all of this done before any of it works. So... Is that going to be enough space? Probably. Oh, yeah, I should actually set these recipes. That's an important part of it. Then these guys, because it's the basic version, I'm just going to do this. And similarly on this side. Now, because the plastic's gone, this guy actually doesn't want to be like that either. This guy wants to be like so. And that's just so I can get through, and then where is it? It's here, and this guy's in the way. Sure. So yeah, we're still going to be using this as the main cache of oil. We're going to, this is a defensive line, so we want to prioritize this. And then where's a good spot? I think I'm going to pull it out, I guess, here. And then, yeah, because once we get the other fluid recipes... Well, that's what I didn't build. I didn't build any of... Oh no, I can build circuit things. That's fine, because I want to do something like this and say, you pump if you've got more than 2,000 oil. And because of the size of, like, these guys will now be making... Do we even want to make I don't even think I want to make landmines there, but I'm going to leave it for a moment. Yeah, so this will now pump down to 2k. This guy will... Actually, we'll talk about that in a moment. So now I can still fill this up. I need to give these guys some power lines. And now I've got that oil. And how am I finding this gas getting in here? So I guess it's going like that or something. You know, it'll be fine. Those are eventually going to do things with underground pipes later anyway, whatever. So that's going to blast all of the oil that I had spare over into the other thing. What do I even want? Do I want to stop research? I don't think I want to stop research. I think I just want to keep working on things that I know I will need, because it's all... So now I've got a bit of plastic coming out, and actually, like, not enough... Okay, it's going into the blue science. I don't actually want those inserters yet. I do not want to be doing anything with blue science yet. And you can give me these back. Oh, you've got engines. Do I care about you having engines? Not really. So yeah, this train I manually moved back here. This train probably also still wants to go there to there, empty cargo, full cargo. Like, there's another thing I want to do about that as well. What is that? That's... Oh, that's another turret I kind of don't care about. Okay, sure. That's fine. Do I want more engines? Do I want more flamethrower turrets? I've got enough flamethrower turrets for now, kind of. Okay. So the next thing I need to do, now we've got the gas in, is I need to have more train stuff here so that the oil can come into the base, and for that I need to move a couple of these things around. This one doesn't need to exist at all. This can come down here and across there. Because all these guys need to get out of the way. Did I do power distribution? I did do power distribution. I didn't make any of the things though. That would actually be kind of useful now that I'm setting all of this up at the train stations. Because all these guys need to get out. Do they need to get out the way? Yes, they do. It's too close. So this kind of pattern of train station I guess I'm fine with. And I kind of want to upgrade that to 2 belts. To 4 belts, but I might do that by... Yeah, I might do that by upgrading the belts to red rather than... Yeah, upgrade the belts to red rather than put in more lanes. And I would also rather then have more train stations than having larger outputs from one station. I might also have to have like the red undergrounds here when all of this is in properly, but that's not a problem for yet. Iron, copper, coal. What else do I need? I don't really want to follow robot count. Is it time for lab research speed? Sure. How much copper do I have left? 87k, and I'm drawing that at less than 1 belt, and it is fully mined, so yeah, that's going to run out sometime soon. And where actually is the next copper expansion? It's still this one, isn't it? I was really hoping that some of this forestry stuff over here would show me more iron and more copper, so that I could do all of that mining in a forest area rather than, you know, all the iron and copper being down here, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. There's going to be a lot of pollution going this way. Is that more copper over there? Okay, so that's just the iron copper direction. Like, these bits of coastline are pretty good, But yeah, securing more copper also going to be fun. So I have that many stations there. I'm also still not caching them because I'm probably going to pivot them into other resources. How are these guys doing? Yeah, pivot them into other resources when I get to the point that I have a little more infrastructure. Everyone dies, it's fine. So then the last train station for now, let's just disconnect all of that because I need this coming down here because I need the space. The last train station may as well go here. And this one is going to be the one where I get rid of all of this stuff. And then this one is going to be, oh yeah, I don't have train station stuff on me. I still need bits and pieces, okay, sure. It's here, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, so they're all going to share a common exit. They're going to have this kind of entrance, which is currently a bit garbage and isn't going to work because there isn't enough parking for the number of trains I'm going to have here. But, okay, so I don't actually need that one, do I? Yeah. Okay, so I actually need another train as well, don't I? I have the trains in my inventory. I do not have the fluid wagons. I need both iron and steel. And I also cut steel because I just didn't want to blast through that many engines. And also because I needed to pick up steel to do things like this. And I've still got some of this in my inventory. You guys can have that. Iron, steel, iron is like a bunch of this here, and then I can have, I need 2 of those. Do I need 1 more of those? Let's get a bunch of those, it'll be fine. And then I guess I can start making these things as well, which is a bit helpful. Then I will feel better about, I've still got 2 empty barrels here. I need to tidy out this inventory a bit. Yeah, especially with stuff like that happening. Do I have explosives? Because if I have, I mean, I can't pick any of them up. Okay, whatever. And as I'm going over there, I should also figure out, I guess I figure out, yeah, this is going to be a pain. I don't need that. Oh, I've still got these in my inventory. I need to put these in the place. Okay, so now I should be able to pick up the car. Leaving the car on the ground is a bit of a disaster. So yeah, the plan with the gas is I'm going to pump in and also leave the circuit condition and say if this thing is less than 22,000. So this one pumps in if it's less than 22,000, which means these guys will always have a pile of headroom for this guy to always be pushing stuff in. This one will take out if there's a surplus, and then these ones will ensure that all the defensive structures still have everything they need. This guy's getting it reorganized as well in a bit. Lab speed. Oh, I can get lab speed too. Sure. I still don't know if I really have the copper to be doing that, but it's coming out kind of slowly. Sure, whatever. I need to figure out how to wedge in more oil, and I think it's going to come through here like so. Yeah, that's nasty. Sure. And through here, not there. How much space do I want to leave? Do I want to leave it on this side of the coal belt? I think I might. Yeah, and I still have like the other train station not done yet. But this, I need more pipe. I can make more pipe, that's fine. Sure. And then this could come in here. That's in the wrong place. So I still need a bit of space here to be able to put other things in these refineries when I unlock the advanced recipe later. Do I actually have enough of those for quite a while? I can leave that. Hopefully not forget it's there. I might need it later. So, do I have underground belts? I do have underground belts because I kind of need to finish the rest of this so that my train can get fuel. You can go there. I can have one of them, I guess, there. Taken damage in places, it's fine. This is going to be smelt face oil. Let's also call it crude, because there are other kinds of oil that we'll deal with later. Okay, so I've got my wagon, it's now being fueled. I've got both of those. So let's, is that, yeah, everything is good. Any small face crude, full, empty, give me some oil. This parking signaling system is still a bit of a disaster. Actually, I don't even want to be there at all because there's other things I have to set up here. I have to set up more tanks and also some more pumps, and then I've got to connect it to this other oil pipe over there. So let's run down there and do that first. But after I've done that, I should be then making a lot of red chips, and that should help me make a lot more prod mods and efficiency modules. Yeah, look at this, this is great. Okay, I've got exactly the number of pumps I wanted. Does this mean I'm going to be short on pumps for something else? Possibly. But I want those there, did I actually? No, I decided I was going to do this differently, didn't I? I've got enough cache things around for this to go like this. And now both of these guys are pumping out. This guy's empty full, so it's fine. And I connect this guy to here like so. And then we should very soon see this thing fill up with gas, which means I need to... Did I actually do this right? So this top-up belt needs to arrive after every third inserter. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, this actually needs to be back a couple of squares, which is a pain in the ass. Because it means all the stuff is in the way. That many of them, correct. And then the thing I actually want is this little setup here. And then, so third inserter is this one, 1, 2, 3 is this one, so I need that intersection to be there. Was the right round? Okay. What do I have? Okay, that was one I hadn't cleared. Fine. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is this inserter here, and then the bottom one. But I think at this point I can just leave one space and everything works. Like one space looks like it's a little too much. but I think I'm also kind of fine with that. I don't even know that I'm currently processing enough for it to really be a thing, but whatever. Got to do the ones on this side as well, because that's where they connect. Okay, getting a lot of red chips. I will need that later because I'm gonna extend the thing. Actually, I don't need 4 here. I actually only need 3 of the chem plants because I have train back up. Train is over here. Oh, that's nice. This is doing good things. This is now fully tapped. These guys are empty, which means... Okay, I'm going to have issues with all of this oil, but this guy's got so much that it's fine for a long while. And then these guys are also just happily doing stuff. Okay, yeah, I need 3 of the chem plants and 4 of the coils factories for this many making red chips. But also, like, doing them per 3 is just easier for copying and pasting, and also I might prod module these later. How am I going to do this? I'm going to do that, and then I want both efficiency modules and prod mods, and you guys will need red chips and also green chips. And then everything that comes out, because it's a quick hack, is just going into boxes. Okay, this is a thing that makes me feel pretty good about stuff. I've now got efficiency and productivity modules being made, so that means I'm on the way to making all the blue science. These guys are not happy because they don't have all their inserters and they aren't doing anything. But other than that, I don't want to do the blue science inserters yet. That is not the plan. I just need all these guys making their red chips. And they need to power these dudes. Okay, a lot of red chips happening, a lot of prod modules happening, a lot of efficiency modules happening. Do I even want to research? I think, like, on one hand I'm worried about the copper running out, on the other hand I also want to just keep moving through things. Let's continue. I did do concrete and laser, didn't I? Where did concrete and laser go? The icons have changed recently, so I'm not entirely used to all of them. Have I not? Concrete requires... Okay, concrete requires the one I'm about to do, that's fine. So that's a good reason to do that. Concrete leads into all the uranium processing, nuclear power stuff, so that's important. And then laser comes after battery, and laser is actually blue now. And then, oh yeah, I just need to scroll more. Yeah, the one I actually want is laser turret over here, and that needs both blue and military. So yeah, let's at least do those other intermediate things. Okay. What's the next thing? Is the next thing actually pushing those bases? And I've got an expansion here as well. Are these guys fine for the moment? Yes. Are these guys fine for the moment? Yes. It's not getting attacked at all. I'm okay with things not being attacked. I kind of need to build a return loop for him, but this amount of oil just being used by a bunch of flamethrowers is going to last ages. So I think... Does he need a second supporting flamethrower now? Like one in like here? Another one here? I'm going to say yes. I also want to do... So those guys are already going out. Sorry, that just might be the amount of copper I have. These guys have been annoying me for a while, and I have cliff explosives, so they can all go away. And even that one. The next one I want to stay because it's part of the wall. But I just decided that I wanted another one of these guys here. So now, like, this approach angle is a bit more covered, so I'm a bit happy about that. Yeah. Is it time to go and push those bases? I did talk about pushing bases, and then I have not done anything about that. This parking situation is still kind of terrible, but sure. Oh, I should also... I've got the speed modules. This looks like it's kind of safe enough at the moment to be getting speed modules. It's got like the little flanking defenses, which are kind of notices rather than anything. Do I have everything I want to be pushing those? I've got a bunch of landmines. Let's go and see. I should actually clear out my inventory because I knew that was a problem. Am I making... I did make a bunch of those. I've got a bunch of those. That's all fine. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff here that I don't need to have on me. All that steel that I didn't actually need. Why aren't you working? Is there... Oh, the gas is full. Okay, sure. Iron plate that I won't need. Engines, barrels, cogs, plastic. Yeah, the other thing I'm not entirely sure about is how I'm gonna get, like, with this line now running the other way. I don't know how I'm getting. Am I just bringing the copper down here and back in here? Because, yeah, this thing kind of always wanted more copper in here. That's where those are happening. I've got some more copper. Okay. Concrete was the thing I wanted to get. I've still got pump jacks, I've still got these wires. I've got 2 cars because they're both damaged. Actually, I'm not even sure if these stack. These might go... Yeah, they go back into the inventory unstacked. That's fine as well. Barrels... Actually, what I should do... That was not what I wanted to do. I should pick up some more explosives, make some more landmines. I've got a bunch of grenades. I'll need more. I've still got stone. I don't really need stone at this point. All those guys have been built. The other thing I should actually do... Oh yeah. I can make a couple more cliff explosives. Mostly to get those barrels out of my inventory. And then... Okay, I guess you can go back in there. Do I need that many landmines? Sure. I wanted to... Because these guys are still doing 6 pollution a minute. So, and they're also quite the power hog. So I actually wanted to get some of the efficiency modules that I made, that I'm now making kind of in bulk, and yeah, I'm clogging up all my access ways with like boxes and things like that. Is that a piece of wall dying? It's a piece of wall dying. I may deal with that later, I may not. $131. I'm pretty... Yeah, I mean, I've talked about not wanting to cache things because it puts a lot of pollution on the map. The red chips and also the steel and also the stone are things I'm going to need a lot of later. But also probably not for a while. I can probably handle not having them. How does the gas get in here if I'm removing this one? Do I even remove that one? I don't think I care. I think that's a thing I deal with when I have more time. Was what I really want to do at the moment. I've got the distractor robots, I've got the landmines, I've got 90 fish. I never had this there, and I guess I will also be using these things occasionally. Let's move these around a bit so they're all kind of close together. You'll want to be there, you want to be there. Okay, need to practice using the hotbars more because often I don't. Yeah. Got enough landmines, got the distractor robots, got not very many gun turrets. Are there more gun turrets I can collect from somewhere? To be honest, the gun turret's not going to be a big part of this anymore. How? 77. Yeah, we're running that down. Am I okay with... If I completely run out of copper, I mean, everything stops, but do I actually die, and do I lose the ability to take more things? And I don't think I do, because it's gated by these green chips, and so as long as I have a lot of those, which I'm still making, and also as long as I have these mining drills, and I already have a bunch of train infrastructure, but that should mean that I'm actually fine completely running down the copper. And the thing I should actually be aware about is 179. Yeah, the coal running out is more of a problem. The base doesn't actually die if I completely run dry on copper, and I can recover. If the base runs... Do I need to keep these ones? Yeah, if the base runs completely dry of coal, then it just... yeah. That's the end of my power grid, that's the end of my mining. I somehow need to get, you know, more of so many different things at the same time that it'll be a real issue. So let's... Yeah, so we're going to attempt to push the stuff with big biters around, which is going to be interesting. I don't want the distractor robots yet, I wanted the speed modules. I don't think I just put that on the ground rather than actually putting it in the machine, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where is the last one? Yeah, there's a speed module there somewhere. They've put it on the ground instead of... There it is. 18.9. Have I actually used... I actually should be putting it in that one. So yeah, the three that are the most productive are the ones getting used. That's good. So yeah, before we had big biters, this was going to be a turret push with distractor robots and grenades. Now that we've got big biters, like, the distractor robots are still going to be a thing, but the entire setup is going to be different. Like, the distractor robots were previously going to be damage for nests. Yeah, they're still fine. I put 2 layers of wall on this, that's also fine. Yeah, at the moment this is going to be quite a different thing, because the main nest damage is going to be the landmines, and we're going to have kind of turrets for defense, and then these robots, but then those are kind of just for tanking. The main damage is going to come from, hopefully... So yeah, that's kind of how that should work, I should guess. Like, the bigs are still a problem. They're kind of a cover, and the landmines will do a fantastic amount of damage, but I need something other than the landmines to have threat at any point, because they take a couple of seconds to arm. But that's, I guess, how that should work. I think I'm happy with that. Is that an expansion? It is an expansion. Okay, so I'm also going to take that out. Which things died? Are they landmines? They are. I'm okay with that. So yeah, it looks like we might be able to get a decent amount of work done. I still have some landmines on the field, but what I'm actually going to do is not worry about them yet. I'm just going to whitelist a deconstruction planner for landmines. Remember that I want to get all of those back. 3, that was actually pretty effective. I did not waste all that many of them. But I will come back once I've got some... That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Yeah, I will come back once I've got bots that will find and pick up all those landmines a whole lot easier. Yeah. I don't want those. Run in here, do this stuff. Did I get a lot of damage done? Kind of. Okay. There's some bigs in there. There are some bigs in there. I don't know whether I'm actually equipped to do that, to deal with bigs at all. So let's try the traditional kind of landmine push, which I do in a car, which I kind of can't see clearly at the moment, but all I need to do is that, and hopefully that. Pop. Okay, success. I don't actually care about the worms. Oh yeah, and then let's remember to try and pick up all the landmines. My distractor pots are dying. Okay, so this one is, I think, going to be the real test. These bases are just bigger, and I still want them gone. Like these ones I also want gone. These ones should be hopefully easy to deal with. But yeah. Support towers, that was the wrong button. I don't want nearly that much ammunition in them. Landmines. That went kinda well, I guess. We got a big chunk of that done. There's a couple left. That's not the button I wanted. Landmines. Yeah, the turrets will still do decent damage against the large spitters because the spitters don't have... Come on, run over the mines. There you go. Yeah, the spitters don't have the armor that the big biters do. But overall, that's pretty happy. Am I still just losing? I'm still just losing landmines. The oil is getting attacked. Remember to pick these up later, but I don't care enough to do it now because I've got other bases to push. If concrete is done, what's the other thing I wanted? I wanted batteries, and then this whole thing that I said about like alternating between blue and military research and having less of each of them, and then scaling the blue, looks like it will be irrelevant because I've pretty much done. I guess there's all the solar panel personal roboport stuff. There's behind this, there's a bunch of this equipment stuff that will be useful, but there's still not much of that. So let's see if we can get the next base and also not die. Not dying is a major priority of mine. Nice little wall of defensive landmines there. Okay, nearly got these guys. Okay, that's pretty good. You guys can run over the landmines as well. I'm actually going to leave those there for a bit. Okay, so yeah, so they're kind of relevant. Oh, autosave. I hope they're all landmine deaths. Yeah, they are, fine. Oh, you guys going over there was not the plan. Am I doing this badly? Maybe? Did I just lose a turret? I'm not not dead, so sure. I think a turret might have been amongst those, maybe not. Oh, that's what the problem is. I need the distractor robots to be running defense for me. I need them to be flying around and people attacking them so that I can run in and do landmine stuff. Okay. Calling that success. I might have lost a turret or two here. I think at this point I'm okay losing a couple of turrets on pushes like this because I'm getting quite a lot done. I am worrying about, like, oh wait, there was a couple of injured ones. The concern about pushing like this at this junction is like running across bigs before I was kind of ready for it was a little bit of a surprise, but I was like close to being ready for it, whereas if I get the behemoths earlier than I'm prepared for, I'm just like fully not ready for that. And I kind of don't care. Yeah. See, if the landmines don't get the time to bury, they don't do anything, and the base doesn't die, which is the thing I want to deal with. I really need to... these also, yeah, because this is also an expansion, I've got a lot more of that stuff to deal with, and this is also not one I can push with a car. Okay, got one. So I need to do one more, and this is still going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, because the bigs do more damage than I can really handle. Spamming the fish. Okay, so the rest of those guys I don't care about. Worms do not spawn biters, they don't respond to pollution. They just like stand there and spit at things. How's my coal? My coal's at 174k. Do I push? I think I still push this base first. I still want to get these two and also this one out of my cloud. This one will also be useful because I've got to access the uranium. I'm still... yeah. I think this is okay. I'm kind of happy with how these pushes are going in terms of I'm getting stuff done and not losing too much. And okay, fine. There's a forest here. I wonder how long that coastline goes as well. Can I just poke up here and see? Okay. Oh, you killed that guy. Am I fine with that? I'm kind of fine with that. Sure. Is that... this little spot here might be coastline, but I don't know if I can check that. Like, how far can I get without aggroing? Okay, so that might be fantastic if I can push these two bases, which I kind of... do I care about doing now? I'm not sure I super care about doing now. Because I also want to secure the coal, like, really quickly. Oh. That was a bit spicy. All of this stuff is a little bit spicy. But if I can get in here and do some of that, then I can start to do some decent work. I still need more of these guys. And I'm about to run out of my dodge tanking distractor robots, which is, more of a concern. put the landmines around the dudes. Am I getting decent stuff done? Yeah, I guess. Try not to stand on the slime. I don't have turret support there at all, and I also don't have these guys up. And put these in front of me and run back over them, and hopefully by the time dudes catch me, I will have the landmines activated. Okay. Hopefully these are all still landmine deaths, yeah. I'm actually really low on distractor robots, given that I'm using like multiple of these at a time for the purposes of tanking. And I still have to get in there and get quite a lot done. And then there were also other bases I wanted to push. Killing them with the landmines, that's fine. Did I thought I got more landmines down than that. Maybe I did not. Okay, sure. And that's all of the nests done? I believe that's all of the nests done, so let's do this thing. And I will come back for the rest of those later. I suspect that deconstruction, planning them like that, might also mean that they don't explode if someone runs across them, but I'm kind of fine with that. So this base, let's go and check how big that base is while we're there. And that also means we can extend the rail spine in the normal way that we want it to, so that's cool. That's not a base, this is kind of a base. Oh wait, does this have big worms again? It does. Okay, let's try a thing where it kind of... Here I am, there you go. Okay, because I don't really care about killing the entire base, I just want to pick off the nests. Is that enough? No, that other one was actually not close enough. So let's just go blur through there. And it looks like I got them all, so that's pretty fantastic. Happy about that. Okay, need to change research as well. I'll do that in a bit. Spicy pigs hitting the trees. Good times, away we go. So I still think I probably need distractor robots to, like, more distractor robots to be dodge tanking the other stuff. Sure, let's continue with the research that I'm not sure my coal supplies can afford. This guy with the cliffs and trees around is not going to be a thing I can just do drive-bys of. Same with that thing. I think I want them both to die because they're sending decent amount of pigs at me. Actually, I'm kind of already concerned with that distribution of bigs versus mediums, that behemoths are going to be close. And like these outposts, I guess, are alive at the moment. So I might, like, the plan actually might be... Actually, how do I get... I don't want to remove that forest for all the reasons that I don't want to remove the other forests. How do I get the rail through there without being either in the way of these guys? I think I do have to kill some forest. I've got to figure out which way can I go. Yeah, I've got to figure out how to get... I mean, I say figure out. It's actually not this forest, it's the next forest. Okay. Got to figure out how to thread some rail through there so I can put a lot of miners on this coal. And actually, The other quite important concern is that this guy wants to hang out there for a while, because I need these pump jacks to fill up these tanks again, so I can do this trick again and have another train with a lot of oil, because I will also need to defend this mining patch from this base and I guess these bases. But like, if this looks like it might be some territory that will be quite nice to take and hold if I can, but we'll see. I think probably somewhere, like, where is the place that I can destroy the fewest trees? It might actually be landfill. It might actually be landfill over this spot. Forget about the fact that this angle here is undefended, because I've just cleaned all of that out, and hopefully I can again use this mining base to basically taunt, because that will be the major source of pollution and all these. Yeah, I think that's the plan. We landfill a thing. And I'm pretty sure I was making a lot of landfill still, but we can do kind of. Okay, ran out of landfill. Yeah, I think we might call this episode here. We got a lot of useful stuff done. I still haven't pushed either of these bases. That may also happen between episodes, but I think the thing is going to be landfill a bit here, squeeze these two rail tracks past, and come out this way. This area I kind of wanted to use for more train parking, because this setup is no longer adequate at all once I start having more than one kind of resource coming in. Like, with iron it's fine because they can all just back up and they all go into the same place. With the oil it's kind of fine because the train is small and it's far enough away it can squeeze past, but if I've got like iron train, coal train, and this thing here is where I want to put the coal. Actually, probably be iron, coal, copper. I don't know, but one of this setup here will be blocking the other coal train, so I'll have to think about doing that. But I think that's what we're going to do between episodes: a bit of landfill, a bit of rail extension, worrying about exactly when behemoths arrive, because we've got a lot of bigs now. But this whole section is safe. I guess that's like less of a thing, because that wasn't even where we were really being attacked from. Is everything low on copper mining now? It is. I should have done the thing where I pivoted half of these back into here. So yeah, that's another thing I'll do. But yeah, let's leave that there for now. Successful military campaign, making all the efficiency and productivity modules. Good times. Actually, let's first check how many of those we did make, because 17.5. Yeah, we're getting a lot of. I'm kind of okay with having a lot of efficiency modules, because they're the things I'm going to be putting in miners anyway, and that'll happen before I need a lot of prod mods. So yeah, good times.